Welcome back, y'all, to the Side by Side podcast with your favorite hosts
Shells.
and Saint Otto. We're back. We back, man. Again. I know. Y'all missed us. We just trying to get back consistent. But first, let's ask y'all, how are y'all doing today? Make sure y'all leave a comment on how you're doing today. If you're feeling some type of way, we might review it in the next video, and y'all can be in it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. But after y'all leave y'all's comment and leave a like, Michelle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. It's kind of sluggish because it's raining, but I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'm doing great, actually. I went for a walk, and I was like, it was like poetic, because I was like looking up at the trees.
Aww.
Like, I was just walking around, like, looking up, like,
I've done that.
legit. Cause you
admiring beauty.
Yeah, bruh. I said this is just beautiful to look at. Like, I'm just looking at trees, it's green, and then you got the blue backdrop. And you ever like kind of looked up in the sky and realized like I will never see this same sky again.
Yeah.
Unless it's a clear sky, but it was cloudy and stuff. So
Yeah.
like I've never seen this cloud again.
Yeah. The shape of the cloud.
Yeah, it's fleeting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm
That's
real
good.
happy.
That's really good.
I had a moment.
That, like, I wish I could have more moments like that because that really gets you away from, like, you know, the social media life, and it really, you take time to appreciate what's really right in front of you. The moment. Live in the moment.
That's facts. And
Good.
I was like sitting over here on this little ledge where you come into my neighborhood and like looking over into the pond, and it was ducks, and I don't know, they're just waddling towards me. It was cute. It's real cute. I like.
So cute.
Okay. But we will get into the first topic of today's video. What is the scariest / wildest dream that you have had?
So, I recently just had like a really, really scary dream. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what happened. Oh, it was It was a two-parter, right? But I'm not going to talk about the first part. But the second part was basically like I was at like our family cookouts. You know how we be having like family cookouts, right? There was hella people, like kind of like our fourth cookout.
Mm-hmm.
But it got shot up. And I was so scared. Like, it was scary because, like, a lot of dreams that I have is, like, you can tell, like, they're dreams. You know what I'm saying? It'd be weird stuff that happens. I'd be like, this is a dream. Like, no, that one felt so real. Like, I woke up and was, like, sweating, almost about to cry. Like, it was, like, because I really was, like, am I going to die? But, yeah, that was the scariest dream I had because it felt so real.
So was it one of those like extended dreams too, like where everything just seems like it's taking forever to get over, like maybe they were shooting up but then it just felt like it just keeps going on forever?
Nah, it wasn't even that. No, what's crazy though is I had two dreams in one. Like, and I've never had a dream like that. Like, I have dreams before that was like super, like what you're talking about. I've had dreams that were like super extended for no reason. Like, it was just like this, like, it just felt like, okay. But this dream was like one scene happened, right? And then I left from this scene and went to this scene, and then that happened. And it was like, even the conversation carried on from the dream I had before into the next dream. Like, it was like whatever happened in this dream, I was talking about it in the next dream when it got shot up. And it was like scary though, because it was like I've never had a dream like that felt so real like that. That was like I went from one place to the next place, and like I was still, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I put those dreams together, if that makes sense. But I have had those dreams before where it was like super extended.
Yeah.
This dream just felt way too real to me. The only thing that wasn't real was the setup of the house that we were at, because it wasn't the house. It was like a whole different place. But it felt everybody looked. I could see people's faces in the dream too. That was really weird because I've never been able to see people's faces in my dream.
Yeah. Well, really?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's them, but like I don't picture how they look. Like, I don't know if they're like worried or if they look worried. Like, I can feel how the people are usually in my dreams, like what their emotion is, but I've never actually remembered what their faces look like. I remember what people's faces look like in that one.
So Like, you remember with, like, the random people, or you meant, like, the family members?
No, the family members.
Oh, okay.
It
I
was
about
random
to say.
people, but I didn't look at their faces.
Oh, okay. That's what I was about to say. Because I'm like, family members usually make sense in the dreams. Like, I can always recognize them in the dreams. But when it comes to the randoms, I'd be like, where the hell did you come?
Yeah.
Your brain just be generating random people. Damn.
Yeah.
That would scare me, too.
What's the wildest dream you've had?
All right.
Or scariest?
Okay, the scariest dream that I've had is a very, very old dream from when I was like 3 years old. So, when I was a little kid, I used to watch Chucky, a scary movie, but Chucky being a kid, so I started dreaming about Chucky. So, I had a dream where first it started off, my dad was driving in the car. But he was kind of like telling me about Chucky and telling me like how he's gonna come get me.
Okay.
And all of this, we just driving, and we driving to a party. I don't know why we driving to a party.
This is a dream, right?
This is a dream. This is a
Wow.
dream. This is a dream.
Okay.
And yeah. So we're driving to a party, and we pull up to the party. I get in, but I like jump out the car and run into the house. I look back. Chucky slits my dad's throat.
Oh my god.
And then I'll run upstairs, hide under the bed. All I can hear is Chucky killing a whole bunch of family members in the party that was going on. And then I hear him like walk up the steps, and he's like, "Come out and play." I'm like, oh my god. And then I see his little toy feet walk past me while I'm under the bed, and I'm just staring, and then he pops his head up, and I wake up, peed on myself and shit.
I was about to say, that is a crazy dream to have as a 3-year-old
Bro.
kid. That's a crazy
Traumatizing.
dream to have as an adult, but as a kid,
Traumatizing. You see, I'm talking about it at 26.
right? It's
I have never forgot that dream.
I'm listening and I'm like, he was 3 years old talking about slit your dad's throat. You can hear him downstairs killing people. I'm like, this is a 3-year-old that's dreaming this.
Man.
Like, this is crazy.
Man, what made it so easy to remember is because it wasn't just that one time. I had multiple dreams of Chucky like killing me, actually killing me.
Did you watch Chucky a lot?
I think so. Maybe just probably. There's probably a couple times. You know, as a kid, watch something like 5 times in a row and never get tired of it.
That's
yeah.
wild.
Nah, yeah, he definitely didn't kill me a couple times in my dreams. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't mess with child's play, Chucky, none of that.
I was just about to ask, not to get off topic, but do you have a lot of memories from when you were 3?
Mm-hmm. Well, not a lot. I have
But you
specific
have some,
memories.
yeah.
That's actually when I became conscious. Like, I remember the day that I became conscious.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually kind of like, I guess it was like a part of a dream. It was wild as hell. So, like, if you want to talk about my origin story starts where I saw the dinosaurs get hit by a meteor. And then I woke up, and then I was living life. And then ever since that day, I can start remembering stuff. But when I look back on it and I think about it for a second, I probably, like, right before I became conscious, I was probably watching The Land Before Time. I think they had a meteor.
I was about to say, I don't think you were there during the dinosaurs, but you could have.
I mean, I could have been reincarnated.
You could have.
I could have.
Oh God. But yeah, I was like, because you said like when you were 3 years old, you remember that dream. That's crazy. Because I remember dreams when I was like little too.
For real?
Yeah.
Do you know when you became conscious?
I'm not gonna say I do, but I do have like a core memory from when I was like 2 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like one memory. Though.
What is it?
It's like weird. So we kind of lived over here actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like close. It's like down the street. We lived over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if we lived there when I was 2 years old, so maybe I'm making this up. But I was like, I only had a diaper on. Like literally, that's all I had on. And like I just kept like looking around the couch. I don't know why, but I was like, I just kept looking around the couch, and like I could hear Jordan. Oh, sorry, I just name dropped. I could hear Jordan. Nobody knows who Jordan is. I can hear Jordan, and I can hear my mom. But that's it. Like, I can't see them. Like, I don't remember seeing them. But I just remember, like, the couch being there. I think we had, like, a blue couch.
Yeah.
And I just remember peeking around the couch, like, what's going on? That's it though.
Nah,
it's weird, but it's like a core
weird.
memory.
It's a core memory. That's the earliest memory you got.
Yeah, that's the earliest.
And you know what's crazy about that, and then even once you become conscious, because I think I got a pretty good memory, but I just remember only like for sure knowing three people. I knew my dad, I knew my mom, and I knew my brother. That's it. And then when people come be around, like, you remember me? Be like, I'll be sitting there looking at them. No. Like, I remember being a little kid and be like, who the hell are you?
That's a good thing to bring up though. Is like, when is your first memory with people, like with other people? You know, because at a point you just know who they are, but when did it occur to you that this person is somebody you know? You know what I'm saying?
That still happens to this day.
True,
bro. Because my family is so big.
Yeah,
I'd be like, I just had a family member. I was like, okay, so how is she related to us? Because
she's been around.
She's been around, but I never had the clear understanding of like, where is this connected at?
That's still people in your family. I'm like, so why? How are they here? Like, who brought them here? How are they related to the family? Cause they've been around, but I ain't never knew like how they ever fit in.
Man, I remember one time I went down. I broke down what I knew as far as the family tree, to my girlfriend, and I started to think like, damn, I got some gaps in this motherfucker. Like, I don't know. Like,
what's your girlfriend's family tree? Not
no,
yours,
mine.
Right? Oh, okay.
I broke down my family tree to her.
Oh, okay.
It was actually because I think she was trying to go to sleep, and I wanted something boring to talk about to put her to sleep. So ended up getting through like the first.
So cute.
I know, right? But I ended up getting through like the first crew. I got through like my Aunt Sylvia's family tree, and then she was knocked out. But then I kept going, knowing she was asleep, but just trying to see how far I could go. And I was just like, damn, that's a lot of people. We got like, I think when we counted, it was like 96 people, active members in the family. I was just like, God. But then that was like discounting people that I couldn't tie into where the hell they was at. Like, I don't know why we're related at all and why you come to every family function.
You know what's crazy too is there's a lot of people I know that in your family who don't go to every family function. Like,
I know.
Who don't at all. And it'd be like, when you do see them, it'd be like, oh wow, I forgot you were there. Like, I forgot you were here.
Man.
But it's so many people, like, because sometimes they'll come to a family function one year and then the next year they don't come. But then the next year when they don't come, other people who didn't come to last year's come. And it'd be like, oh, so, you know.
Yeah, it'd be crazy as hell. I'd be like, damn, I ain't seen you in forever. Like, bruh. Like, because I don't even catch you in traffic. I don't catch you nowhere. Like, we all should have, like, we should all cross paths a lot, but we don't.
I'm still meeting people from y'all's family.
Oh,
literally.
man, my family is never ending. Like, one of my cousins, I didn't even know ain't even my cousin, because they was my cousin through marriage. So then after they got a divorce, but they would still come around. Man, it's complicated. The Hellers be raising hell, god damn it.
They do.
But
I love it.
Oh yeah, I gotta relax on the cussing.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to calm it down. Trying to be more PG. But okay. Alright. So I had another topic that I wanted to get into.
Okay.
This was actually, I was pondering on it as I was going for my walk today. I was just thinking about comfort zones, and I was also thinking about the suffix ly and ally, so ally and Lee, basically. So
wait, how do those fit in though? Because you said you were thinking about something before you said that.
I was just on the walk thinking.
I know, but you said something else, and then you said the suffix.
Comfort zones.
Comfort zones. How do those fit into each other, or do they not?
So it does fit in together. So those two things fit in together. Because I was thinking about talking about what makes you feel the most comfortable or the most secure in your life. So I know for me, I talked about it on the last podcast, that it doesn't matter what's going on in my life. If I'm financially okay, I feel 100% better.
Yeah.
Like it's like a stepping stone for me. It's like financial security, then like physical
Like health.
Physically.
Yeah.
Physically. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said ally and ly.
Okay.
Because, financially and then physically. Is it physically or physically? Whatever. Well, if you sounded it out, I don't know.
But that's why I see what you're meaning by that. But physical is one word itself. So then Lee is the suffix. It wouldn't be ally.
Oh. Well, either way, it goes into emotionally and then basically what I was emotional, yeah, Lee. And then Lee. Then which one is it? Only financially? 'Cause financial. Whatever. All right, we getting too technical. About the point. But what I'm trying to just talk about is, I want to hear have you recognized what's the most important in your life when it comes to feeling comfortable or feeling comfort or that thing that makes you feel secure? Because if my finances are all right, I'm all right. Like that. So do you know what yours is? Because, you got financial, you got educational, I don't know. You got emotional, things like that.
I don't know. That's a really I've never been asked that before. Like what my comfort zone is, kinda. I guess mine would have to be more mentally, if that makes sense. Like maybe that even goes with emotional, because I can't function at all when I'm depressed and stuff like that. A lot of people know how to push past depression and work through depression. I don't. I will sit in my room, in my bed for days, weeks, maybe even months sometimes, just not, and it's bad. So it's that, I guess, but emotions tie into that too with the mental. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A lot of my depression comes from emotional issues that I don't take care of, and not necessarily I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah. Now, granted, I do want to say that happens a lot for everybody, because that happens to me too. But I'm just saying, what's guaranteed to put me in a bad mood is not being financially stable. Because that's all right, we gonna get into astrology. I'm an air sign. I believe money is freedom, and you not letting the air sign be free is in direct conflict. You feel me? So when I ain't got no money, I feel like I can't. I need money now to just go play basketball. Technically I don't, but you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I enjoy cost money.
Yeah.
So,
but that's now as an adult though. Because
it changes. It definitely changes.
Because I was gonna say I feel like that now, but a couple of years ago when I was 19, I was so broke, and the thing, me and my friends were broke, but just chilling with them, I was happy every single day. Chilling with them. I didn't care about going to make money, because it was I'm chilling with my friends, and we make moves, but it's we did shit for free. That was still, or did stuff for free. That was still it still made me happy. So, but I feel that now, if I don't have money now I do get depressed, or I do get sad. I get anxious a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've always felt like this, even when I was younger.
About money?
Oh God, even if because I start to get into, I don't even want to spend other people's money. I was always conscious of other people's money too. So I don't ask for money. I barely ever ask. Now I'm a little more comfortable in asking if I want some money, but the only thing I'm gonna ask money for is I ask for $10 so I can go get some Chipotle, but that's about it. And I ain't really asking more than that. But yeah, as a kid,
it's interesting.
I just wasn't it. I wasn't a real after. Well, also too, I got a mom who just gave everything without asking.
That's what I was about to say. It's I've never had a problem. I don't care to ask, for real. I've talked to a lot of people who felt like that. I don't want to ask because I feel like I ask for too much. I do feel like that at a certain point. If I have been asking a lot, then I'll be I don't want to ask because I've been asking for too much. But I don't be caring to ask. I'll be putting my pride aside. I'll be I'm broke. I need it. But I don't know. I've never understood that though. Why people didn't want to ask. That's an interesting
everybody got something to do with childhood trauma.
It definitely probably does.
Oh, that actually perfectly transitions to my other topic that I want to get into.
Wait. We didn't finish your first topic though.
What was it?
About the suffixes.
Well, basically, I just wanted to say that ally and Lee, they basically, when I looked it up, it said it means to unite. So what I was trying to say is that, when you're talking about financially, you're talking about you uniting with money, or emotionally, you are uniting with your emotions. Mm-hmm. Or, it goes you being one with whatever, I don't know, the root word is that you're associating with. And I think it's just, that's
that ties in with comfort zone.
Yeah, how it ties in with your comfort zone. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, your next topic.
Okay, so the next topic that I was kind of getting into, that I think a lot more people should, I think the discussion doesn't come up as much. So I'm gonna just give a little brief insight into my thought process. When it comes to people going to therapy, there is a lot of value in therapy. People should go to therapy if you think it's necessary. But one thing something that I get from therapy, like an energy that I get from therapy, not if it's actually happening or not, but you talk about your childhood traumas a lot, and how that ended up making you who you are today.
Yeah.
But, I want to talk about the other end of that spectrum, which would be like childhood routines that made you are who you are today. So, you ever felt depressed and you don't know what to do? So I think you should also tap in at those moments too. You should also tap into the things that made you happy as a kid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So for me, what made me happy as a kid, even though I didn't think of it at the time, but when I do it now as an adult, is all right, I do the full force, get ready, wake up early in the morning, take a shower, brush my teeth, put lotion on. Now I done added to it and put cologne on, make sure my hair's done, and I'm ready for the day. When I do that, I feel at my top peak level. That's better than getting a haircut. That's better than getting your hair done. That's,
what's crazy though?
That's feeling.
Is that's what your mom always tells me to do. When I'm depressed, she's like, you need to get up, get dressed. You know what I'm saying? Do your routine stuff, because that will help you, you know what I'm saying, get in your mode. You know what I'm saying? If you just start with the little basic things of the day and not just thinking about, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Yep. Yeah, it's okay, I'm gonna get up and get ready, and then if I have the motivation or the time or whatever to do what I gotta do, then do it. But that is a good question, is why don't in therapy they talk about that more, about the routines of things? Yeah,
the basically getting into more of what makes you feel good. Because I mean, to me, honestly, I don't really like to talk about why I got here. I just want to talk about how to fix it, mostly. I can understand
that is so crazy that you say that, because I said the same thing too. That's why I said I hate therapy, because I hate that it's they're trying to get to the root of the problem, which they don't know the problem, so they're trying to get to the root of the problem, but you're also trying to help me. I know what the problem is. I know what it is. I want to know how to get over it, how to fix it, how to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when it's we just talk about the same problem. So I always say that too. I'll be I hate therapy because of that reason.
Right, exactly. And that's kind of where I'm at with it too. And then, now a good therapist, but I think a good therapist does actually contribute into you putting in better practices so you can better yourself. But then I don't know, just getting over that initial hump, because anytime you start with a therapist, that's gonna be the first thing that they're gonna try to understand and get to. Let's just be honest, that shit ain't cheap. That shit costs bread. All right, look, even if you got insurance, that is not a cheap endeavor to get into, for you to be asking me a million questions about, did you scrape your leg going down the street one time when you were 5? Yeah, I did. Now I'm a suicidal ugly person. I don't know.
I don't know. I hate that though, because I remember one time I was in therapy and I was talking about something, and they were well, or maybe your mom told me this, but I swear my therapist told me too, but they were why don't you talk to this person or have this person come in and we can talk like all three, or you can talk to them with me and I can help facilitate. I'm like, I don't want to sadly resolve issues with people. I want to resolve them within myself. I want to be able to forgive and not forget, but to forgive. I think I have that problem with like forgiving people, and I want to learn how to get over that hump and not necessarily like trying to come like, how do you say this? Trying to like resolve issues with people, because I feel like we don't have issues, or maybe we do, but I just want to be able to let it go, because it's not, at this point I'm an adult and I be feeling like it's the past is the past. There's nothing that they can do about it that can change. So it's like, how do I get over it myself? How do I work on getting over it? You know what I'm saying? I don't like when they just tell me like, oh, you should do this, or you should talk to this person. Like, nothing that me and this person will talk about, or me and people will talk about, will ever change what already happened. So I just want to be able to forgive and move on, you know?
Yeah. That's actually something I'm pretty good at. I'm pretty good at forgiving, just because it's like I just move on. You know, the biggest thing that I do to like get over stuff is just kind of like, I put myself in their shoes. If I was actually them, what would I do? It is like, I just think like I probably think selfishly, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would be thinking about myself if I were them.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, that's my form of like not taking it personal, like just understanding that that's the biggest thing, that people are always going to act within self-interest. And I can forgive people for that, because I know that there's situations where I know I'm not thinking nothing about what the hell is going on. I'm just worried about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it ends up just messing people over.
I guess that's kind of how it is when you're a child too, is you're worried about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about the stuff that they went through. But even when you do think about like stuff that people have went through or whatever, it's just like, I don't know. It's like, now that's carried on to me. Now your trauma has carried on to mine.
Yeah.
And potentially my trauma could carry on to my kids. That's what I'm most scared about, is I don't want stuff that I've didn't deal with as an adult. I don't want that to carry on to my children.
Yeah.
Like how it was on to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely does.
How do you break the cycle, basically? You know?
You know what's crazy about that saying? I have a strong belief that you might break that cycle, but you might create a whole different cycle.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's like you start thinking about, is my cycle that bad? Is it really that bad of a cycle to break? Like some things are generational curses for sure. But what's on the other side of that? Like what will be the result of that? And you know, I think that's just the biggest fear that comes out of it is just the unknown, because you don't know what the opposite of that actually looks like, or what's the consequences of that. Even like, I don't know, like my mom gave me everything I wanted. So you would think like, oh, what's so wrong with that? It's like, I don't want shit.
Yeah.
Like that's a bigger allegory. I don't know if allegory would be the right word, but I'm gonna say allegory for my entire life. I don't want nothing. Like I be legit. Like I kind of got to make myself want to do stuff even more. When you have a lack of things, now that can go both ways too. So if you don't get anything that you want, then it's going to make you want to get things that you do want. Yeah. And you're going to do whatever it takes to get whatever you want.
Yeah.
But on the opposite end, you might be like, I'm so used to, since I've gotten everything, I don't want for nothing. Literally, and I don't want for nothing. But, you know, some people might take that and then turn it into, I always gotten what I wanted, so I'm going to continue getting what I want.
But see, that's what I mean too, because I see what you're saying. Like, it can like, okay, I'm gonna break it down a little bit. It could be a situation like, okay, my family, what I can say about us is we have like a thing about vices, like using things to cope with stuff. Right. So it could be anything, you know, addictions that form because you're using things to cope with life. I feel like that's one thing that has carried on in my family, but that's a recurring thing. Whereas what you're talking about is like how her family trauma has shaped her, but now it shaped her in a way which causes a trauma for you in a different way, because she didn't get stuff, so she tried hard to give you stuff, but now you're not wanting for anything. You don't have that same drive. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I see that, but that's what I'm talking about. Just encompassed is like, I don't want a trauma that I had to even impact my kids in that way, like in any way, in both situations, like where they do the complete opposite, or also if they do the same thing, like they do the same thing I'm doing. I don't want that to happen at all. And that's hard to say, or that's hard to achieve, but I want their lives to be completely just like fresh, you know?
Yeah, and I think
nothing old.
I think the best way to achieve that, honestly, is just through finding a partner who can give that clear balance.
But that's scary too, because once you meet somebody, you get to know them, but then you start to find out their traumas too, and it's like, you love this person, but once you recognize their traumas, you're like, well, do I really want that to travel to my kids if they haven't worked through those? You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely scary. It's definitely something you got to consider.
Or even not even them, but their family, stuff like that.
I mean, it does get even deeper than that once you start getting into families. But that's why I try to just speak on the fact of balance. It's like, okay, it's important that, your partner ends up being similar to you. Like, I guess maybe y'all got to the same point, but on the opposite end of the spectrum. So what we're talking about right now with, the two sides to each thing, it's important to get with somebody who came to the same conclusion as you, but was on the opposite end. So it's probably best for me, just for this example, to be with someone who wants a lot of things.
Yeah.
And they want a lot of things because they didn't have anything. It's probably important for me to be with somebody like that because
they can motivate you.
Right. They can motivate me. Or teach me how to do that. And when it comes to my kids, and if I try to replicate what my mom did and they try to replicate what their parents did, then the kid will be able to analyze and see, like, okay, this is the benefits of this and this benefits of that. Okay, then I'm gonna carve out my own way of handling it. More than likely, they'll still probably fall on one side of the coin, but
and that's another thing too, is it's hard. Well, what I don't see a lot of today is both parents being in people's lives a lot, being in kids' lives a lot. I don't see a lot of that in my community, I guess I could say, in the Black community. Let me just.
And I listen. It's kind of funny that you say that, because this person that's on this TV right now, her channel is Intellectual Media. Mm-hmm. When I tell you, a fantastic channel, history channel. They do a lot of history, or excuse me, not they. She does a lot of history. It looks like she does all the research herself, and she creates the videos herself. She gives you a breakdown on a lot of different topics. But when she talks about the Black community, she goes into a large depth. And when it comes to Black people, it's just so many. It's an attack from every kind of, like what we were just talking about, like the zones, like where you come from, economically, societally, like everything. Like Black people are attacked from every angle, and it perpetuates the problems that we already had. The only way to actually fix it is as you as an individual being like, nah, I'm not about to keep doing that. But she'll go into that. I ain't gonna lie, that's a great channel. I was gonna send it to the family, but I'm like, ain't nobody about to watch this. This is 40 minutes long. Like, and I'll talk about, it's some of the most well researched, well spoke about, and it's from a let's say minimally biased perspective. Yeah. Like, she'll speak matter of factly more than like, oh, because niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, her own opinion.
Yeah, own opinion.
She has like things to back up, her statements, basically.
So I would just say, all Black women, all Black men, if you care about each other, I think that you should go ahead and check her channel out, because she's fantastic.
I will. Actually will.
I'll send it to you.
All right. I'm looking at the name, so hopefully I'll remember it. But yeah, definitely send it to me.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've been stuck for like a week now, like just been watching all her videos. Like, she got videos about sex, race, politics, black struggle, all of it. And I like history. I ain't gonna lie. I love history. All right, now we just go jump into our next topic because we will move past that a little bit. Yeah. We gonna talk about what kind of consumer were you? What kind of media consumer were you? Were you a Disney Channel? Were you a Cartoon Network?
I was Disney Channel.
Nickelodeon.
So I was talking to somebody about this, and I don't know, like it just. Because I don't know a lot of people who watch Disney.
Really?
Yeah, and it always made me feel really insecure because I was a Disney kid all the way. But like when I came over your guys' house, y'all watched Cartoon Network and y'all watched Nickelodeon. And it was just kind of weird because it was like I knew some of the shows that y'all watched, but like when I talk to other people and they're like, you didn't watch this, you didn't watch that. I'm like, no, I watched whatever was at my dad's house because that's the only time I watched Nickelodeon Cartoon Network. Like every other time it was Disney all day at my house. I ain't never watched no other show. So it'd be hard to like connect with people sometimes about childhood shows because it'd be like, you didn't watch Disney? Like, who are you?
What Disney show was your favorite?
It just depends. There's different eras.
Okay, so let's say like, damn, I don't know my Disney eras, especially because I'm a little bit older than you. I really stopped watching Disney by the time.
When I was younger, it was like, well, what show did you like end on? Because I used to watch like That's So Raven, but that was when I was real young.
I probably ended Disney Channel. This is weird. Was that Disney or is that Nick? I think that's Nick. Nah, that's Nick. That's Nick. Dang.
See, you didn't watch Disney Channel.
It was like, I did. It was like, The Sweet Life on Deck. That's
the deck one?
Yeah, okay, the one where they was on the cruise ship.
That's fair. But you're a little bit older, so that's fair.
Yeah.
I probably would have stopped. If I was your age, I probably would have stopped watching it too. But I kind of watched it a little bit more and watched like Wizard of Waverly Place.
I watched Wizard of Waverly Place.
Oh, okay. What about
there's something that's going along with that.
Charlie?
Okay. So that's exactly where I stopped because I did not watch that. Like I knew about it. I knew it was like going on for years. Yeah. I just didn't watch it.
Somebody told me they didn't like Good Luck Charlie. I was like,
I didn't like it. Well, not that I didn't like it. I just didn't watch it. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Like the idea of it was stupid. So I was like, I ain't finna watch this. But Hannah Montana for sure.
Hannah Montana for sure. I died by Hannah Montana. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus was going crazy back then. And then that's
Victorious.
Victorious is Nickelodeon, but
yeah,
that's going on at the same time.
Let's talk about Nickelodeon shows.
So Nickelodeon shows, oh man,
Victorious,
so many.
iCarly.
You want me to go? I can go back to the beginning. My first Nickelodeon show was Invader Zim.
See, I don't even know what that is.
See, oh man, Invader Zim was a good show.
What else?
All that.
Okay.
You ever
I know what that is.
You know what it is? Never watched it. Yeah, it's a 90s thing.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I should barely know about it, but I do. There was one before all that. Oh, no. The Amanda Show. I love The Amanda Show.
I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
You never heard of The Amanda Show? Mm-mm. The Amanda Show was so funny.
I love The Amanda Show. Nickelodeon, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess
I don't think my brother did either. I don't think Jordan did.
Huh.
I don't think he watched it.
You missed out. Nickelodeon was cool.
Oh, no. What's crazy is like, okay, that's a good question. How do you go about what you watch? Like, does that make sense? Because, like, your parents probably put stuff on TV for you as a kid. But then when do you decide, like, this is what I like to watch? Who put on Disney for me to be like, this is what I'm watching for the rest of my life?
I feel like it goes into like business. Business does research onto what kids, and then parents just simply just know what kids should be watching.
Yeah.
And then they just present that to them. Because like if I have a kid right now, I'm throwing on Coco Melon. Like,
yeah.
You don't gotta think about it. But actually, Coco Melon's a problem.
Nickelodeon though? Why didn't I watch Cartoon Network? Why didn't I choose those but instead I chose Disney? Like what determines that?
I don't know what you had, but we had Time Warner or Spectrum Now, and literally those three channels were literally side by side. They were 35, 36, 37.
Oh no, I had DirecTV.
I mean, we had that too, but it was still the same. There was only like five channels
I don't remember
apart.
Cartoon. Oh yeah, probably like 5 down. But then Disney started having like other channels. Like they had
The Disney XD. I love Disney XD. I ain't gonna lie. I loved all of it.
They had like Disney East and West too. Like there was 2
That-
different Disneys.
Actually, yeah, they did, but it was literally the same programming, just
Different times.
3 hours behind. So if you missed something, and the quality was horrible on the west one. Like I used to look at it like I'm going to the west because I missed something. But I'm looking like this shit look horrible.
It's all grainy.
Yeah, it's all grainy. Like I look like this.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know why I never wanted to watch those instead. I literally only watched them when I went to y'all's house. Literally. Because that's all that was on y'all's TV. Literally.
Yeah, I love Cartoon Network. I ain't gonna lie. Cartoon Network. Well, to answer your question about how you get into it, I think it ultimately ends up becoming like a part of your personality because, bro, like even to this day, I love animated shit. Like, because I was a Cartoon Network guy, and I hated watching like real life shows. Like, I watched Hannah Montana, but it was kind of more like in passing. I watched Wizards of Waverly Place and iCarly. Like, I watched those.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed them, but I was always just like Cartoon Network is just where I love to be.
Like
and
animated shows.
Yeah, I just love animated shows. Even like right now, man, when I just watched the Spider-Man movie, the Spider-Verse one, I was geeking out. I was just like, I love it. It felt good to just look at.
Yeah, I mean, but that's crazy too because I don't like shows like that. I don't like.
You don't like
Spider-Man.
cartoons?
No, like I'm
Yeah,
like
see.
that is so boring. People always talk about SpongeBob. I'm like, what is this?
Whoa, no,
about SpongeBob.
We're not gonna go there. We're not about to do that. You're not about to put any disrespect.
I'm not disrespecting SpongeBob. I'm not at all. Like
SpongeBob is one of the greatest works of TV ever. Fact.
But I will never know.
That's
because I don't watch
crazy.
it.
Now that's what that must be what you talk about. Like you wasn't able to connect with him because you watched Disney Channel. Because when I tell you everybody watched SpongeBob,
SpongeBob's on Nickelodeon, right?
yes,
Okay.
everybody wants SpongeBob, bruh. SpongeBob, like to this day, SpongeBob is probably like the most memeable show of all. Bro, you know how many SpongeBob memes there have been?
I've seen hella SpongeBob memes. I've only seen like a couple of SpongeBob episodes though, like fully. I remember the one where he was like got left at the bus or something, and he was like stranded. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. You 2000 and niggas is wild. You a 2000 and.
But people my age know SpongeBob though. I don't though.
Okay, now granted, there are some people my age that be knowing shows that I don't know how the hell they know shows. So I feel
like
you on
older
that.
Shows or
yes.
Like, yeah.
All right, I real life be thinking like, all right, this is just an
Maybe
example.
they be lying though.
No, they don't be lying. Like Friends, people be saying like Friends and Grey's Anatomy is such a great show.
Okay, Grey's Anatomy is a good
Okay,
show.
but then you had to go back and watch that. I'm thinking like as I'm growing up, like ain't no goddamn way you watch Grey's Anatomy.
Ain't no way they watched it at that because that came out like a long ass time
Bro,
ago.
that's what I'm saying.
And that
like,
was for like adults.
bro,
like,
I don't care to watch nothing that's super.
Yeah.
Once something get maybe
and
like
Friends is crazy.
Friends is crazy.
I still
Martin
do
is
it.
crazy. I feel like Martin is
Nah,
crazy.
I used to watch, but the reruns would come on.
No, not on my 3 channels. Shit. Martin might have came on Nickelodeon.
I used to, but my
don't
mom would
know.
have on the TV sometimes. She would fall asleep and I would watch stuff.
I think it might just depend on your parents' age. To be honest, that's
Yeah,
what's also
I
gonna
think
expose
it-
you to stuff because
Yeah.
my mom was young, so she I don't know. She probably and she don't watch TV all like that. So she
Yeah,
it's all up to me.
Yeah, it's different for y'all because your mom doesn't watch TV at all.
Yeah.
both of my parents watch TV like constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah,
they
nah,
know all the shows, they know all the movies. My
your
dad,
father,
yes, he's into that shit.
man. But see, like when I get into a show, though. Like Snowfall, I was into Snowfall while it was going on. I was into The Shy for a little bit. And then that got stupid. But what would be irritating me about shows right now is like, you ever felt like a show just needs to end?
Yeah,
bruh.
yes.
Bruh,
I'm always like, all right, that should have been the last season. There shouldn't have been a season after this. There should have been the final season, literally.
man, when I tell you The Shy literally killed off, I think they had like 6 main characters with 6 storylines going on, and then sometimes they intermingle. When I tell you about a 3rd season, 5 out of 6 of the niggas was dead. I was like, why the
Who died in season 3?
The Shy?
Yeah.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
The bald old dude. He wasn't even old. He was just had a.
Who was the bald old dude?
The war vet. You remember he got shot at the end of the season. I don't know if it was season 3, but
I think I'm thinking about something else.
the Shy.
No, I'm thinking about the Shy.
The Shy got Jacob Lattimore.
I know. That's who's popping in my head. That's why I'm like, I don't know who
So
you're talking about.
he stayed alive.
Him and his dad. That's who popping in my head.
It was the little black boy. I mean, he was on Moonlight. He played the main character.
Yep.
He stayed alive, but then Ronnie, that's his name. His name was Ronnie. He was
the fat kid.
No. It was the old dude that shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He was somebody's dad, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't somebody's dad.
Or somebody named their kid after him. Or something.
Yeah. Old girl named the kid after him. The kid that died at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, and then his mom.
And then that was his mom was messing with him.
And then the mayor started messing with the mom.
Yeah, and then the one dude got blackballed from doing TV shows in real life, so they had to kill him off in the whatchamacallit.
Which is crazy because he is a great actor.
Yeah, he is a great actor. And then that one dude, the kid with dreads, his brother, they had to kill him off. They had to kill him off and bring in a new dude that looked just like him. I don't know how the fuck they did that.
Wait, really?
They had to kill him off because they wanted to make him do have a love story with a trans man or a trans whatever woman to man.
The dude, the dreads, the little boy with dreads.
His brother, the actor that was playing his older brother, they had to kill him off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't want to have a relationship with a trans person.
But he did.
No, he didn't. They ended up killing him off and getting somebody else. And
that was another person?
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They look exactly the same.
I know. On God, when I said, damn, they just got the straight. Except they look the same. Like they give off the same energy, but he's like darker. Like I think he's dark skin or closer. He's a darker skin tone than other dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy for sure. So yeah,
wait.
I'm telling you, just know that by the time I stopped watching it, I was like, bro, can y'all just end this? Because sometimes I will be irritated about TV shows. They be so drama filled. I'll be like, this drama can't go on for too much.
Yeah, it'd be too much drama.
Like, come on, bro. Y'all just call
the
problems.
They start stretching it.
Yeah, they start stretching the problems. Like, oh man, now I'm about to die from a bomb because I didn't feel like getting up to go to work. Like,
yeah, it'd be like, all right, like that's not a real problem.
It's not a real problem. Or you created that problem. That was avoidable.
Yeah,
that was an avoidable problem. Like,
yeah. No, I definitely. That's how I feel about Grey's Anatomy. That show is going on way too long.
Bruh, I know it is.
5 things over and over.
Listen, I ain't never watched a single episode, but I know it. Same thing with what is it? Special Crime. What is it? SVU.
Oh, I don't watch that.
What is it? What is it called? You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of it.
I think it is.
I watched it a couple
SVU.
times. That's the second part of it. But either way. One show that I just thought of though that was really funny to me was bro, they used to have a show called Mansers.
What is that?
Bro, it was like, bro, when you
like man answers or something?
Yes. Basically answers to stupid ass questions that men have. And then I think the spinoff of that was 1,000 Ways to Die.
I loved 1,000 Ways.
1,000 Ways.
That was such a good show.
It was a good show, but then
and real people die like that.
No.
Real people die like that. That's why it was there. Because real people die like that. I don't give a fuck. Real people die like that.
Okay. All right.
That's how real people died out.
Real people died like that, man. Dang. It was crazy.
I was about to
say, hold on, listen, because I gotta talk about the number one from 1,000 Ways to Die that I remember.
Okay, what?
These motherfuckers said too many people went to go pee on an airplane and a fucking ice ball had to be pushed out of the plane and then it dropped onto somebody.
Ice ball?
So,
what is that?
Okay. So imagine everybody on the plane had to go use the bathroom on the same flight. Mm-hmm. Okay, at some point the thing that they said is like, oh, the plane gets too heavy and they have to release all that liquid. And basically what they do is they release it out slowly so it trickles out. But because it's so high in the air, it's cold, mm-hmm. and it freezes over, mm-hmm. and then it It basically trails the plane until it's done, and then it'll just fall out of the sky and then fall and hit somebody.
So, the fucking pee and poop that people do on the plane is just trickled out the plane?
No, that's where I was like, this shit is fake as hell.
Oh, they were saying that's what happened.
Yes.
I was like, if that really happens, that's actually disgusting as fuck.
Yes.
Like, imagine you're just walking around and just a fucking ice.
Well, they said, in the explanation, it was just like, they only do it in a case of emergency once it's too full or like it's messing with the plane. But the problem,
it hit somebody and they died.
Yes. the problem.
Hell no.
The problem with that irritated me is like the amount of weight that's on the plane never changed. So how the fuck how was it messing with the plane? That water that was just came out of them was the same water that was just in them. So what's the problem?
For real though, when you think about it.
That's what I'm saying. Scientifically, it made no sense, and that just irritated me to a different
Maybe
degree.
because it shifted. Like, it wasn't in people anymore. It was on one side of the plane now.
Plane's got 2 bathrooms.
Oh, yeah, true. Maybe they kept using the same one. Maybe the one was out of order. Well, you can't have an out of order bathroom on a plane.
1,000 ways to die.
Somebody died like that for real. Like, they was walking in the street and just got hit in the head with an ice ball full of pee and poop.
Man, TV shows, man, they always have some ridiculous. You ever try to find an episode of a TV show but can't find it anywhere? Like you vividly remember something that happened, but you just can't.
I have, but I can't find it.
Yeah. Bruh, I got this one for Pimp My Ride. I swear to God, I vividly remember seeing this Pimp My Ride episode where the car had nothing. like it was literally just the mandatory things that you need for a car, like an engine and all the piping and everything, but it had no panels.
Wow.
And it had a seat. It had a seat for where somebody could sit, but
that was like the before or after.
That was the before.
Oh.
And then when they pimped it out, they added this shit.
Not adding that is crazy.
Ah, bro, I was like
yeah.
I think Exhibit had said like, well, it wasn't really much to do.
It wasn't really much to do.
You just had to make custom pieces for it. And I was like, bro, what is going on? But I cannot find any trace of that existing anywhere.
I wish they had like an archive for stuff like that, like old shows and stuff that they don't air anymore. That would be really cool. Because no, I have that too, where I'll be like, man, there was this one funny part of this episode on That's So Crazy or whatever. Like, not even that specifically. I don't know why that popped in my head, but
That's So Crazy was a good show though.
Yeah, but just like an old show or something.
God damn.
And it's like
the spinoffs.
Oh, I didn't watch that fucking spinoff.
You didn't watch Corey in the House?
No. Oh, Corey in the House. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the new one that came out.
Oh, no. That
I would definitely watch Corey in the House.
You know what? We might have to talk about that on the next episode. It's about these goddamn reboots. I'm sick of them. Can we get some new creativity around here? Everything just seems like it's nostalgia baiting.
It is.
I'm gonna talk about that. That's gonna be one of the topics for the next episode. Hey, if y'all wanna hear us talk about nostalgia baiting, leave a comment, leave a like.
Whatever y'all want to hear us talk about, leave a comment, please.
Yes, and actually, I think this, like she said, let us know and make sure y'all leave a like and share this with your mama, your daddy,
your
grandmama,
cousin, anybody,
your step aunt.
Yeah,
that one nigga you used to mess with back in the day.
Yeah, your baby daddy.
Your baby mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, share with everybody. We want y'all suggestions, so just let us know what y'all think.
Yep.
All right.
And back to the regular podcast. I think we'll just wrap it up right there.
Yeah, I think we did good.
We talked about a lot of different things, man, but it has been the host with the most.
Your girl Shells.
And the nigga that do the most. And we out. We'll catch y'all on the next one. We appreciate y'all for watching.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.